Stay up last night to see that because I wish I'd seen it now. Here's
Yeah.
Carol with the weather. Morning.
Good morning. And of course, that's where we had the clear skies where you saw it. And that's where we've got the lowest temperatures this morning. And for some, also a touch of frost, particularly so in the west. What we have this morning, too, is some fog, dense fog in places, particularly across parts of central and eastern England. It's patchy and it will slowly lift as we go through the course of the morning. So you can see there's a lot of cloud as well as the frost in the east and also across the Midlands down towards the south coast this morning. Out towards the west where we've had the clear skies overnight, it's a nippy start with some frost. Cold too, but some sunshine from the word go across Wales. And then as we sweep across the Irish Sea into Northern Ireland, it's a cold start as well. There's some patchy fog around Lough Neagh, for example. At the moment, that will lift, leaving some sunshine. And for Western Scotland, we're seeing some sunshine too. But you can see there are bits and pieces of clouds around. But where we've got the holes in the clouds, that's where the temperature is at its lowest. For the northeast of England, again, a bit more cloud at times. Then we're right back into that area of fog. Now, the fog will slowly lift as we go through the course of the morning, clearing probably around about 10, maybe a little bit later than that for some. And the cloud will thin, and for many it's going to turn into a very pleasant day with some sunny spells. Although close to this North Sea coastline, we are more prone to hanging on to the cloud, but in the sunshine and light winds, it will feel quite pleasant. Then, as we head on through the evening and overnight, more cloud once again in eastern and some central areas. Out towards the west, rather like last night, we'll have clearer skies. And once again, there'll be some frost and some patchy fog. But then you can see the arrival of a new weather front, introducing some rain across the far northwest of Scotland. And always the cloud will build just ahead of that weather front. So as we go through tomorrow, it will continue to sink southwards, probably getting to round about the central lowlands by dusk. For the rest of the UK, there will be more cloud around than today. But having said that, we're also going to see some holes punched in that cloud and we'll see some sunshine. That leads us into Friday. Three things happening on Friday. We've got the supermoon, the partial solar eclipse across the UK and the spring equinox. Now, will you see the partial solar eclipse? Very good question. What's happening is we have two weather fronts which are slipping southwards. The positioning and timing of exactly where those weather fronts land is very important, and it's not unusual to have, with the forecast so far ahead, looking at Friday, a difference of 50 to maybe even 100 miles. That'll make a huge difference to whether or not you're going to see it. It's going to happen in the earlier part of the morning. And it looks at the moment across parts of southwest England, some southern counties, sheltered parts of the southeast, possibly northeast England, possibly northeast Scotland are favoured. But that forecast can change, and if you're hoping to see it, do keep tuned. But as we go through Friday, generally, you can see there will be quite a bit of cloud around, brighter skies in the south, some drizzly bits and pieces of rain across the north and the west, and temperatures up to 13. And we are watching Friday's forecast with great interest, Sal and Billy.
Yes, and that 13 looks interesting. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Now, today's budget will be George Osborne's fifth since the coalition came to power, and it is, of course, his last before the election.